Meteorologist Joe Bastardi and Saturday summary. Okay, let me tell you what happened last week. I was so swamped. I was supposed to do the Saturday summary on Sunday, and I just, getting old. And I'll tell you what really makes me mad is that I've never missed doing something like that my entire career. So I mean, I guess that's I'll just start a new streak here. Okay, so I publicly said on Twitter and some blogs I wrote that I did not agree with the president and what he was saying. This was the tracks he pulled out. These are computer models, for goodness sakes. And besides, the core of these tracks are in here over Florida. Okay, suppose he was right about the situation here. Suppose one of these models were right. Let's see, that'd still go over Florida, have to weaken, and then come toward Alabama. Point is, and the National Weather Service in Birmingham and a lot of meteorologists are saying, dude, just admit you're wrong this time and just move on, right? For someone like me, and you guys all know I'm in the climate debate and all that. I'm like, you're obsessing and tweeting this 9 times and taking away from the fact that there was just a debate for 7 hours on the climate crisis. A climate crisis is occurring when life has never been better on planet Earth, for one. For two, it's greener than ever, and whatever. And what people don't seem to understand is all these things that are being proposed, the EPA power plan, I saw it when they rolled it out. It's only supposed to save zero point zero 0.01 Celsius over 30 years. That was what was said about it. So what's crazy to me is why would you distract from trying to get that point out with this? And I just I don't understand it. Now, if we look real close at this statement, at the bottom of those models it says the emergency management statements with this product. This is not. It should complement, not replace the NHC products. If anything, this graphic causes confusion. Ignore the entire product. So what happens is this is causing confusion. So you ignore the product. But here's the thing. This is August 28th that this was tweeted. Now, August 28th, these are the charts from August 28th. The tweet came out September 1st, I believe. And by August 31st, whoops, let me get that off. By August, this was a weather bell track, Saturday, right? We have clients down in the Bahamas. We told them this was going to be the worst storm they've ever seen in those islands, and it's going to come up. It's a darn good forecast. I mean, I guess it was a little bit to the east over here, but there it is on the North Carolina coast. Look at that window, right? So this was a day before that tweet came out, and none of those models, if you looked at the models that day, none of them had that storm back into Alabama, and he tweeted the following day. So, my opinion is, and, I'm one of these guys that calls them to see them. That being said, I don't judge anybody by their weakest day, and I've had my weekdays, and there were a lot of people that disagree with me on this. I mean, I can't believe it. I come in last night, and Noah has flipped. I don't understand it. How could they say that what they said last night, and they flipped it? They're contradicting the Hurricane Center and all the local weather services and some of us in the private sector. And I have no axe to grind. In fact, President, you should call me. If you have any questions about the weather, give me a call. I'm right here for you. All right? Okay, so here we go. 500 millibar, the initial at 6Z. There goes Dorian. Goodbye. Good riddance. And we go out to day 4. You can see this ridge building in the east. See that big positive over there is going to drive a high into the northeastern part of the United States down the road. So that's something that has to be considered. See, there's a high pressure system in here. This is a surface map, right? Now we get out to day 8, and that starts cutting through. And in general, this idea that Weather Bell has had that we were going to have an endless summer for much of the United States is setting up. But that means September's warm. You're warm into October. I love it when it does that. Okay, so here's the first week of temperatures. See, it's still cool, that high sliding into the northeast, but we're baking away in the central part of the United States. Then there's a blowtorch warning for week 2. Okay, so if there are no hurricanes around, these people are weaponizing the weather. You got to go to the heat. I mean, I should be their forecaster. Go, here's what you go to the heat, and then you'll have the hurricanes come back after that. Because if you look at what's going on here, week 1 precipitation. This is week 1. You can see the model trying to see something coming into here, and well, wait a minute. This is week 1, okay? So week 1, these things are hard to see, all right? It's not easy being me. This is week 1 over here, right? And here's week 2. So the model is seeing plenty of action. When you see the model forecast a lot of precipitation, it thinks there are tropical cyclones in there. So here's a 16-day total, as you can see. All right. Now, here's what we do. I love this Penn State eWall site. Partly is I went to Penn State. So what happens is this is day 5, and you see this. This is called low-level vorticity. All right, spin. See, these brown areas represent spin. So there's day 5. Day 6, day 7. It's amplifying, coming toward Florida. So first thing we were doing last week is telling people, hey, late in the week, Gulf Coast may have problems. And here is day 8, and you can see this amplifying. Day 9, all right, oh my goodness, there's a threat to Alabama. Oh no. I call this the Alabamaslammagate. All right. Here's a new storm developing. So the European is hinting at activity in the tropics. Okay, I hope everybody has, is cool, calm, and collected like I am all the time. And enjoy the weather. It's the only weather you got.